dear students, welcome back in our today's mathematics class. Students, I hope that you all are safe, healthy and doing very well in your all subjects. Okay, so students, today we are going to start our further questions of exercise 3.3 and today we are completing our exercise. Okay, in our previous video we have done till question number 7, 3 to 7. Right, and I hope that you all have understood the questions and very nicely the students are sending their work as well. So keep sending your work student to your subject teachers. Fine. So very quickly, without wasting more time, we are going to start our question number 8. Okay, and before starting the exercise, as we used to do the introduction, but in this no new concept we are doing. We are just using the properties of our quadrilateral and we're just solving the questions, and I hope that you all have learned the properties because they are very important. Okay students, so let's start. Question number 8, you have parallelogram and you have to find out the value of x and y simply. So let's start the solution with A part. See, first part you have a parallelogram and in this you are given by the length, means the length of GU, the length of MU, SN and SG. And as you know, in the parallelogram the opposite sides are parallel or equal. Okay, so see, first of all is GU and SN. So we know 26 is equals to 3y minus 1. Why? Because in parallelogram opposite sides are same. I told you, अगर आप ऐसे बेटा, if you will write or every time the reason as well, ultimately it will get learned to you and it will be easy for you also. Fine. So 26 is equals to 3y minus 1. So 26 plus 1 is equals to 3y because variable term is there. 26 plus 1, 27 is equals to 3y. So the y value is 27. This 3 is multiplication. यहाँ आएगा तो divide में. So 3 1 are 3, 3 9 are 27. So y is equals to 7. Right? On the same side, now these two sides are also parallel. So I will write similarly 3x is equals to 8. So x is equals to 18 it is 18. So 18 upon, this is multiplication of the type of divide में 3 6 are 18. So the x value is 6. That's it. Very simple students. Now second part, again we have a parallelogram and in this question the diagonals are being given to you. And in parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. Bisect, you know that it means this diagonal, this half of the diagonal is equal to this half of the diagonal. Bisect means they both sides, they are equal. Okay, so let's start. As we see, this y plus 7 is equals to this 20. Why? Because in parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. Right student? So y value easily we can find out. 20, there is a plus, so when it will shift, it will convert into minus. Okay, so 20 minus 7, 13. Now y value is 13. So in the same manner 60 x plus y is equals to 16 and we know y value is 13. So x plus 13 is equals to 16. So the x value is 16. This will shift towards that side with changing its sign. So x value is equals to 3. Very simple students. Again the reason will be same because in parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. In these question, all question, what we have seen, we are using properties only. Okay students, so this is all about our question number 8. Now moving forward, our question number 9. Question number 9 we have, in both the figures RISK risk and CLUQ are parallelogram. Find x. How? See students, here RISK, this is a parallelogram, and CLUQ UE. This is another parallelogram. See, I am making with another pen so that it will be differentiable to you. This CLUE. This is another parallelogram, and this RISK. This is one of the parallelogram. And see, you have to find out this x value. This is x. How to take out the x value? Directly we can't take out. Just see the equation carefully. Figure देखो ध्यान से. X कैसे निकालोगे directly? No. But if we know the value of this E and if we know the value of this S, then this making triangle and with the angle triangle sum property, we can easily find out the value for X. Right, student? And for E, this one is parallelogram. You can see this is the opposite of that angle. So easily we can find out the value. Right, so let's start the solution. These type of questions are not, students, means you can say difficult, but you need to understand the figure. You need to understand the figure कि कहाँ से किसकी value easily we can get. Right, student? So you can write down angle E is equals to angle L. Why? Because in parallelogram, opposite angles are same. Right, student? So that is why angle E is equals to 70 degree. तुम्हारा angle E आ गया बेटा. So write down here 70 degree. Now coming to this S. As you can see, opposite नहीं निकाल सकते because R is not being given to you. Now here is 120. K is 120 and S we don't know. So this K and S, they both are adjacent angle. Yes. So what is the property for adjacent angle? Yes. What is the property? Angle K plus angle S is equals to 180 degree. Because in parallelogram, adjacent side, you can say sum of adjacent side is 180 degree. Is equals to 180 degree. So angle K 120 degree, angle S we don't know. So you write down directly angle S is equal to 180 degree. So angle S is equals to 180 minus 120. So angle S is equals to 60 degree. 180 minus 120, 60 degree. So this angle S is equals to 60 degree. Now we got angle E, we got angle S. Easily we can find out the angle X. So let's start. 70 degree plus 60 degree plus X is equals to 180 degree because triangle sum property. You just write on triangle sum property or sum of the all three angles in triangle is equals to 180 degree. Whatever you will write, but mention the property as well. Right? So 130 degree plus X is equals to 180 degree. So X is equals to 180 minus 130. So X is equals to 50 degrees. So X value is 50 degree. As per the question, we found the value of X. When you have seen this question seems like very complicated. But जब आपने इसे understand किया, see, very easily we find the value of X. And always it happens, the geometrical equations are very simple. You need to understand the figure, you need to put the properties, that's it. Okay, so this is all about question number 9. Now coming to our next question. Question number 10 we have, explain how this figure is trapezium. Student, this figure is given to you and they are asking how it is a trapezium. And which of its two sides are parallel, and out of four sides which two sides are parallel. Student, in properties of trapezium what we have done, that in trapezium one of the sides should be parallel and ये कोई फिक्स नहीं है बेटा, which side should be parallel. Okay, then we have to find out, हमें ये देखना पड़ता है कि कौन सी side parallel है, and to see that there is one condition in trapezium and that you have to learn, it is very important. And what is that condition, student? Whenever we have two parallel lines and on transversal line cut these two lines in such a way that the angle sum of the interior angle on the same side of transversal, मतलब ये transversal line है, ठीक है? ऐसे नहीं, ऑपोजिट साइड पे नहीं, सेम साइड पे होने चाहिए, हेयर एंड हेयर और आइदर हेयर एंड हेयर मींस सेम साइड, इंटीरियर साइड और सेम साइड पे होंगे ऑफ अ ट्रांसवर्सल एंड उनका सम अगर 180 आएगा देन दीज लाइन आर कॉल्ड पैरेलल, अदरवाइज नॉट। ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम कंडीशन लिख देते हैं कि व्हाट कंडीशन इज रिक्वायर्ड दैट दिस गिवन फिगर शुड बी अ ट्रेपेजियम एंड व्हाट इज दैट कंडीशन, लेट्स सी। When a transversal line intersect two lines in such a way that the adjacent angles on the same side of transversal line is 180 degree, then lines are called parallel. Okay student, this is a condition when a transversal line intersect two lines in such a way that the interior angle on the same side of the transversal sum is 180, then the line is called parallel. Now see in this condition what we have, this is a transversal line, so angle M plus angle KL, angle L is equals to 100 degree plus 80 degree which is equal to 180 degree. It means yes, the transversal line की interior angle की same side के angle का सब 180 degree है. It means this NM is parallel to KL. This NM is parallel to KL, and because the one of the side is parallel, so therefore this KLMN is a trapezium. What student, this condition you have to learn. This is very important and very easy as well. Let's quickly have a look question number 11. Find angle C. We have to find out this angle, measure of angle C if AB is parallel to DC. Now this vice versa question. यहाँ पे angles given थे, हमें बताना था which lines are parallel. But here lines are parallel given to you. You have to find out this angle C, angle C. Now see, this is a trapezium. अगर ये parallel lines है, इनका interior angle का sum 180 आना चाहिए because this is a transversal line. Let's quickly have a look. As DC is parallel to AB, so angle C plus angle B is equals to 180 degree because angle sum of transversal line. ये लिख सकते हो बेटा, transversal line is 180 degree. Yeah, you can write this property as well in short manner, right? So angle C we don't know, angle B 120 degree which is equals to 180 degree. So angle C is equals to 180 minus 120 degree. So angle C is equals to 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. Got student? Got the property of trapezium? Why it is called trapezium? तभी कहेंगे अगर उसके interior angle, transversal के interior angle का सम 180 आएगा. And you see 120 plus 60, 180 only. It means yes, these are parallel lines showing. Okay student, so this is all about your question number 10 or 11 and learn this property. This is very important. Okay, now coming to our last question of this exercise. Last question of this exercise. Find the measure of angle P and angle S if SP, this SP is parallel to RQ. Now see students, in last question see these two lines are parallel, but here condition is these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel, so this is the transversal line. Okay, and in दोनों के interior angle का sum 180 degree होगा. Got students? That is why I told you in the trapezium you have to see which line is parallel and accordingly that will be the transversal line and interior angle sum of the transversal line should be 180 degree. Okay, so angle S you have to find out. How you will find out? It's very easy. See, let's start the solution. As we know, SP is parallel to RQ. So this is a transversal line. So this angle sum should be means angle R plus angle S should be 180 degree. Why? The condition you will write by your own. So angle R is 90 degree. Angle S we don't know that is equals to 180 degree. So angle S should be 180 minus 90. That is 90 degree. Got student? And you can see the angle sum is also 180 degree only. So these two lines are parallel. Now coming to this angle P. Now this angle P, again these two lines are parallel. This is a transversal line. For this if we will see, so interior angle sum should be 180 degree. So similarly, what we will write, angle P plus angle Q is equals to 180 degree. Why? Because the angle sum of transversal line. This you can write by your own. Angle P we don't know. Q is 130 degree is equals to 180 degree. So angle P is equals to 180 minus 130. So 8 minus 3, that is 50 degree. So this angle P is 50 degree. So very simple. We have put the property of trapezium and easily we found the value of S and P. One more method is also there. If you can see student, this SP here, this is a quadrilateral. If 130 degree angle is given to you, angle R is given to you, angle S you found with this method, then how to take out the angle P? With angle sum property of quadrilateral, that is 360 degree. With that method also you can find out the P value. Means always there will be two methods I used to say. So this is all about your question number 12 and end up of your exercise 3.3. Student, today I have not given any homework to you because all questions are a little bit, you can say, tricky and all, and I have to solve so to more understand, to make you more understand about the concepts. Okay, but you do the practice of your exercise one, this exercise one examples question in your book, which is mentioned in your book. Okay, so in next video we will be meeting for further exercise 3.4. So till then, stay happy, stay home. Thanks so much. Bye students.